Hey guys, alright. Train every muscle group, people. Now, I'm going to talk about something that has actually happened to me, right? And I'm having to take a page out of my own goddamn book. Look, in regards to when you're doing something such as bodybuilding, yeah? And you are in the gym and you're trying to get a certain look, yeah? Now, there are some people that want big arms and that's all they care about, right? So they'll curl. And then when you start to see them, it's like, but your arms doesn't match the rest of your body, right? Now, for me, I like a certain proportion, right? So I know that my legs are they respond very well because of the training that I've done in the past. They just respond, you know. I was squatting every day and my legs blew up, man, to the point where anything I wore became pom-pom shorts, you know what I mean? Shit was tight around the legs. The calves are big, got really good legs, you know, my legs responded well. Likewise, my shoulders, my front delts, when I bench press, they got a lot of work, you know. Then I realized, you know, you come a little bit closer and focus more on the chest, maybe shorten the range of motion, keep that time and attention on your chest, try and eradicate the front delts, etc, etc. Anyway, that's when I started to play about and say, okay, well, I looked at my physique and I said, right, my back needs work, my chest needs upper, you know, my triceps are pretty good, but my biceps could do work, you know, because my arms are just big, so I don't really have a peak. All these kind of things. And you start to critique your physique. What happened? Well, I don't know if those of you who've been following the channel for a while, but I used to do manual labor work, right? In a warehouse carrying heavy ass rolls of material. Now for me that's kind of like a strongman kind of thing, because you're picking up weights, rolls like that and whatever, and your legs were getting quite a lot of work from it because you're squatting down to lift that weight onto your shoulder, yeah? Core was getting involved, kind of like a deadlift, you know, all these kind of things. So what did I do? I decided to take the deadlift out and my squat out. I decided not to do legs because, you know, my legs were just responding so well. And in regards to a shoulder press, I said, you know what, I'm not going to bother with that because the front delts, in my opinion, doesn't need that much stimulus. My front delts are pretty good. I'm going to work on my rear delts, you know, and the cap. So a lot of lateral raises. There's a point to this motherfucking story. So now, 2 weeks ago, for the first time in 2 years, I started to squat because I'm looking to pursue a PT course. So I was like, you know what, in order for me to teach individuals, I need to re-educate myself on how to do the basic compound movements. What did I find? First and foremost, my flexibility, my mobility even, for going down in the squat, shit. Utter shit. You know, my legs were quite tight. I wasn't able to go down into a really good, in the hole, yeah, in the squat. Flexibility had gone to shit, and that was first problem. Then the other problem that I faced was the mobility in the shoulder, yeah, because you're having to hold the bar behind your neck, okay, which means that your shoulder needs to be able to rotate, yeah. And what was happening was, because my legs are strong, they are strong, I increased my workload, my weight, quite dramatically, because my legs are quite strong, you know. But because of the shoulder, it was basically pushing my arm in a very uncomfortable position. Because of the mobility in the shoulder, because I don't do the shoulder presses and all that, your mobility and the way your body and your muscles have worked out now, it has worked around that part of not having to do that kind of movement. So my point for this video, and something that I am going to be doing now, is work each and every muscle group, because there are benefits to it. It doesn't matter about how you look. Take that with a pinch of salt, right? Wait for me to finish. Because end of the day, you need to function, okay? So, you know, because in my head, you know, oh yeah, it's going to be fine. I could be able to go and squat again or whatever. I don't expect to go and start doing my body weight, double my body weight and three times my body weight again. But in my head, I was like, well, I should be able to squat, you know. And your mobility is a very, 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 it's something that's needed, yeah? So what I'm saying is, exercise each and every muscle group for your flexibility, your mobility, right? And being able to function, okay? Now, the way I'm going to approach things are maybe with the leg training, see what works. You know, if heavy makes you grow, then step away from heavy. Maybe do a lot more reps, you know. You have to try and find a balance in order for you to still be able to do these exercises. Sorry, excuse me, to help the mobility stay there. Sorry, and keep you flexible without you growing these muscle groups that are good responders, you know. Doesn't mean that you don't have to go ham on them and say, yeah, I'm gonna go. You don't train them as you train the other muscles. Train them just to make sure that you can still do these things. Okay. So there we go, guys. Train every muscle group, and this is especially to those brothers and sisters out there. Well, no, not so much sisters, because all they want to do is squat. Those brothers out there that don't want to squat, let me explain something to you. I will do a separate video on this and go in depth. The squat is one of the best things you can do. And as I said, the only reason I took it out of my arsenal of training exercises is because my legs respond so well to them that it's unbelievable. But the squat is one of the best exercises you can do. You do a squat, you get good at squats, you start squatting heavy, your other lifts will increase. Okay, there we go. Work each and every muscle group. Thank you. Please like, subscribe, comment. Do you agree with what I'm saying? Do you have any advice for me? Let me know. You know, I'm always learning. One thing with individuals, we're always learning till the day we die, as far as I'm concerned. So maybe you have some information that I don't know. Let me know. I'm up for it, you know. Want to have a conversation with me? Let's conversate. And until the next one, please train hard, keep it live, and get that dirty pump. And train each and every goddamn muscle group.